Hey ladies, I am going to give you a quick little run through of our fake promotion boot camp for January of 2020. And going forward, all of the same posts will be used for any other promotion boot camps. We would just change the dates. So I am going to have this details about promotion boot camp pinned to the top of the group. And this is where we can change the dates of each of the promotion boot camps going forward. So the first week is technically like a warm up week. We didn't really do this booking blitz for every promotion boot camp, but after kind of seeing people's calendars, we really just wanted to get some ideas of how they can be booking the parties. So then in a couple weeks for the end of that month, they're going to still be doing promotion boot camp, and then they're able to physically practice their sponsoring skills in person. And then, so for the warm up week, it's not real homework. So whoever does the promotion boot camp week, they can post about 5 times of, anything from Ashley's promotion boot camp group that she did a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago. Just any ideas of anything from like your mastery list to social media posts to personal messaging scripts to using the product launch to anything that is relevant during that time of the promotion boot camp that we have going on. And I would suggest going live. That way we're able to give them more tips, kind of explain about, the ideas that we're posting. And this will start for this round on January 6th for whoever's going to be doing that. That'll either be me or Stephanie. And then posting about 5 times that week. And then we'll do a booking blitz. So the person who books the most parties, and we do have the right to ask for screenshots for the winner, which we will do for confirmation of that person picking a date. And that will be starting from January 6th, which is a Monday, and then ending January 12th. Every week will be ending on a Sunday. That's when homework is due, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. And every post will say Central/Eastern time. Week 1, so, technically this is not week 1, it's technically week 2, but this is like week 1 of the promotion bootcamp posting. So this is going to start January 13th, so it's the Monday through Sunday, and I'm going to walk you guys through all of the threads for each of the weeks. They are labeled pretty well, and it's really just a copy and paste. So I recommend to just look in order from when I had posted in here, starting from the bottom all the way up to the top. So these are just the dates for week 1, 2, and 3 promotion bootcamp posts specifically. Basically, all of the homework needs to be posted on each of the threads. So like each week we'll have about 5 pieces of homework in one big mastery list of homework for what they need to work on that week. And then each week has little mini threads of like, okay, you have to create a video for this piece of the homework for this week. You need to post your evidence here. And then also too, you'll see that each week they have to total up their own points and then comment their points on that thread as well. They each get bootcamp buddies. So I'll be in charge of making the bootcamp buddies. I'll be doing that Sunday morning of January 5th. Once we have the finalization of everyone who's going to be in boot camp. So we do have to cut it off on January 4th at midnight. That way I have time in the morning on the 5th to create boot camp buddies. And that's just kind of like an accountability buddy, someone who's going to help them get excited, be motivated. There is some homework that requires them to talk to their boot camp buddy. There's extra credit that they can get boot camp buddy points for. Also too, they do have to make sure that they have all of their homework evidence posted and their points added up every single week by Sunday at 12 p.m. Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. And then for you posting, so I recommend to post Sunday night for the next coming week. So I'll kind of show you that too for when to post the homework. No later than Monday, just because there are a lot of people who are really anxious and they really want to get working on the homework. And then we'll also be going live weekly to explain the homework as well. Some weeks they do have like a special code word that they have to send to that person who's posting for that week, and you'll see that in the threads as well. So let's start from the very bottom. We are going to start with week 1. So again, this will be either me or Stephanie. If you guys see, like different months, obviously just change that. I didn't have a chance to change that yet. But basically just, posting like how many do they currently have on the books and how many more are they going to get on the books for that week. Sorry. Before this is all just promotion bootcamp posts. So like before any of this stuff starts. So this would be just the warm up to the booking post. So obviously that week, you can take things from anywhere else that you want to. It's totally up to you where you want to do that. So this is just week one for this. It would be starting after the promotion bootcamp, the booking blitz. So this is gonna be starting January 13th. So this week is week one for promotion bootcamp stuff. And this is gonna be the 13th through the 19th for this week. So this is the entire homework thread. So this is a copy and paste. I did go through everything, but just make sure that you guys do read through everything just to make sure that the dates and the times are all correlating. But this is the big mastery thread. So you would start from copying and pasting right here. Then each week you have a couple assignments and each of them are worth a couple different points. Some of them have videos that they have to watch and tell us their takeaways. Some of them, have files that go with it, like week 2 does, but each week has a big mastery post of each of the homework. And then they also have bonus points. So then this is going to be the evidence thread. So this is going to be where week 1, assignment 1, week 1, assignment 2. And this is where they would be posting their picture of themselves, 3 fun facts, and tell us their why. And then this one, they would be posting below the 2 questions that they asked their bootcamp buddy. And then the next one, assignment 3, this is where they would create their, team Facebook group, or if they already have one, they would screenshot it. So this is where their evidence of their homework is going to be in the homework evidence posts. And then you're going to see we also have one for bonus points. And then we also have just a friendly reminder each week to go live on Monday or Tuesday, just explaining that week's homework. But then there is a final post for where all of their points are to be added up and totaled. And then it's going to say like when they're due. And then basically we're going to just turn off the comments on that Sunday by 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central. And then whoever didn't complete that homework for that week does get kicked out of Promotion Bootcamp. So we will be setting those expectations right away in the very beginning with that very first video. On Sunday night, so this is after the people who did not make it through that week's round will be taken out of the group. That night, whoever completed week 1 gets to see the live video from the person who's in control of posting for week 1. They will post another live and basically say like congratulations for completing this week. The winner with the person who has the most points is so and so, and she's going to get free product from me this week. Then we go into week 2. And week 2 is very, very similar. Basically, you're going to start copying and pasting from the bold and down. And it's going to be really, really similar. Week 2, assignment 1. This is these many points. This is what they have to do. Week 2 does involve them making videos. So in the past, I have found that sometimes their videos are so large that they can't upload it just directly to Facebook in the comments. So I did direct them in their homework thread that if the video is too large, they need to upload it to YouTube, and then they need to copy that link below. I personally was in charge of posting for week 2 in my previous groups of Promotion Bootcamp, and I did not want to get a bunch of messages from people. So to make it easy, not really bog down my inbox and miss anything, then I had really just said, use YouTube, figure it out. And then kind of scrolling down here, this week is all about like making their iStory and practicing it, playing their sponsoring commercial. We're really just pushing the 8 questions game. If they play something else, awesome. But they, for this promotion bootcamp specifically, need to play the 8 questions game in their video, or just 8 questions. And all these questions are right here. So like if they, let's say they didn't have physically the 8 questions game on hand, they don't have to buy it. They can just write it down on cards. So that's going to be that assignment. And then the next one is making and doing their closing speech. So specifically for this assignment, they have to go to a specific minute in this video to talk about an example of a closing speech from Heather Pillow. They have to record it. They have to, do these points in that speech. They're also going to now build a sponsoring kit. So there is I looked on the COO, there is not opportunity brochures available for sale right now. So I will make sure that I have the Just For You letter uploaded to this group for this week. You'll upload that Just For You letter, and that's basically just like a super cute letter of saying that you see something in this person. They have to print that off, have 5 on hand, have a kit flyer, have PRCEFs. I did not find a new PRCEF, so whoever has week 2 just needs to make sure that they let the girls know they don't need the driver's license and social security number for the new PRCEF. And then basically they would print that off and take a picture for that homework evidence. And then the last piece for this week 2's homework is watching the live video that will be on whatever day that you say it'll be on. And then you have a code word, and then they're going to message you, whoever's in charge. And then again, more bonus points. And then if you keep scrolling up, this is again the homework where they're going to post those threads. So when I post the big mastery homework right afterwards, I just post all of these homework threads because someone might really want to just bang this out on a Monday night right when you post it on Sunday. So, oh, and here's the Just For You letter as well in a Word document they can download and print at home. Same with the PRCEFs. You know, if you have someone who's like, oh, I don't have access to a computer, then great, there's a thing called the library. You know, there's really no excuse for why they couldn't be able to print these things, so there's no exceptions. Just reminding you again, go on Tuesday or Wednesday, go live, have a code word. That's part of their assignment. They'll message you. And then a bonus points thread. There is things in here like welcoming a new team member, promoting to the next level in business from advanced consultant and on up, have an in-person or online chat with your bootcamp buddy. So they would have to take a picture with their bootcamp buddy or screenshot their call. Every party that they have, they need to make sure that they're posting their recap in each of the team pages. They would just post a screenshot of that recap below. They could have a meet and greet in person or a video chat with a lead. So they would just take a screenshot or a selfie with that person as well. And then here's the final points as well. Same setup, time that it's due. And then once that Sunday, January 26th, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern is passed, you can do the live to announce who's the winner for that week. So again, it's just kind of same with week 3. You're going to find this is the mastery homework thread. It's just telling you when to post it. And then when everything is due, February 2nd, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Sponsoring conversations. So these are some great videos with Dana Barish talking about, you know, some fake conversations with some leads. You know, this is just talking about the phone call. This is just a general guide of like, what questions should you ask your lead in an in-person or video chat or over the phone type of interview, talking about like how many hours do you have. We did teach this exact same thing. Stephanie and I taught this at Blended Beauty's team retreat. So if the girls did go to team retreat, they would be really familiar with this layout. So this is going to be correlating with that. And then it's going to have assignment number 2 is social media posting. So the reason why I had asked you guys if you guys have a Money Train group is because this used to be where Leanne Rhodes had a video explaining how to set up a Money Train, what you should be posting to it. But I think that we all kind of agreed that simplicity is key and that we're not really pushing a Money Train group anymore and just using our VIP groups. So I did mention them that you might hear something called a Money Train group, but we actually just recommend using their VIP group on their Facebook. And then this was again, also on SSW's training, they do still call it a Money Train group and they're pushing that, but I wanted to give them some examples and also like a layout of a schedule of some ideas that they could post. And then I had basically said in your VIP group that you should be posting or to your personal page 2 times, take a screenshot of both of those posts, and then that would be their homework for that assignment. Number 3 is overcoming objections. So this is going to have some great videos from SSW training as well, from conversations about the lead has an objection because they have no friends. I don't have time. I've tried something like this before. Some really good conversations with Rachel Main showing those examples, how to use feel, felt, found, and overcoming that. And then that's part 1 is to print off the overcoming objections document, which that person would upload for this week in the files. And then also they are going to watch the video of these 3 and then just post 3 takeaways. That's for the part 1. Also for part number 2 is they're going to ask their bootcamp buddy what's their number 1 objection. And then they have to figure out, okay, if I was going to respond to this objection, how would I use feel, felt, found, and then the overcoming objections for reaching out to leads, how would I formulate that in a written response? Next one is online EOOs. We do have to talk about this as for the last week of January. So this is going to be January 27th through February 2nd. So hopefully we'll have a kit sale at the very end there. So we might have to talk about this. But basically, I wanted to incorporate the EOO group that we have. And that way, we're able to push the people who do Promotion Bootcamp to the EOO group, using those things in combination with coaching them there. So I said basically part 1 point is they need to get themselves into this group, which is the EOO group that we have. Screenshot that. That's going to be part 1 for 50 points. And then part 2 is when we have that EOO, using this script below to invite her to the EOO, adding 10 people. And then we would just post that event. We would post that link here for those ladies to make sure that they are added to that. Last homework piece is just watching the live or the replay for that week, and then sending the code word to whoever is doing that video for that week. And then at the very top here, again, you're going to see that you have you'll have like your week 3 homework posts, thread posts, and then you'll also have your anything else that might be needed for week 3 for files or anything like that. So that is basically the overview of your promotion bootcamp, but each person is responsible for doing their live, for posting their homework threads, for posting the documents for just that week. And then whoever of the winner is that week, you're just going to have her message you her address, and then you're just responsible for shipping out that free product. And then Ashley will let you know who your free product needs to go to for the week that we're going to cover for you. So let me know if you guys have any questions, but that's pretty much the overview of Promotion Bootcamp in a nutshell.